Okay, so we're going to get started, and I always like to start with a story because I love a good story. So I'm going to tell you my story, and my story started in 2012. So 2012 was a really hard year for me. It was one of those years that just one thing after another kept happening. And if people who know me, if someone who knew me, if they came up and said, and they knew I was going through some hard times, and they came up and said, "So how are you doing?" I would have honestly answered, "I'm good. Things are rough right now, but I'm doing okay." But my body would have said, "No, you're not." And my body expressed that to me in September of 2012, when I went to the ER 3 times in 2 days, and ended up being admitted the 3rd visit. So I was positive that I had food poisoning. We had just moved into this house, we had ordered hamburgers from the restaurant around the street, and I swore up and down I had food poisoning from that restaurant. I'm never eating a burger again. I think I'll go vegan. Like, it was horrible. And I was convinced that that's what it was. So, much to my surprise, when my GI doctor walked into the room rather boisterously, and he was like, "Iris!" And I was like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I'm your GI doctor." He ended up being a really nice guy, but he was a little odd at first. But he said, "You have ulcerative colitis." And I said, "Well, what?" And you have to understand where I was coming from, because, and for those of you who don't know, ulcerative colitis is an autoimmune disease. There's no cure for it. They can keep it under control, and they can have it in remission with medication, but there's no cure for it. Or doctors will tell you there's no cure for it. So you have to understand, we had 2 kids at the time, and years before we started having kids, I had begun to research gut health, and I was starting to get really crunchy before crunchy was kind of cool. So I had tried experimental food on my husband, all kinds of different stuff. And so for me, we were on supplements, we were on an expensive probiotic. So for me to hear that I had ulcerative colitis felt like such a shock. I was like, "What are you talking about? I eat healthy, I have supplements, this is a shock to me." So then I learned, as I did my research, that ulcerative colitis can be stress-induced. And I said, "Aha, I'm not handling things very well." So this has been a really hard year. And I know it had been years of stress and things piling up on my body, because I didn't get ulcerative colitis in 3 days. It was years of developing. So fast forward, I was on 2 different medications, administered 2 different ways. Super, super fun. Not really. But the medication was helping me not poop like crazy and puke like crazy, so I was good with it. But I was determined to wean myself off of the medication. And I wanted to control it with diet and supplements. So I started to wean myself off slowly in about middle of November. I talked to my GI doctor and I said, "I want to wean myself off of this product." And he was like, "Okay, you can, just go slow." And he's like, "I totally, support your decision to do supplements and a diet, but go slow." Then I went back to my ulcerative colitis doctor and said, in December, I was like, "I'm pregnant with my 3rd child. So does that change anything?" And he was like, "Yeah." He said, if I had a flare-up while I was pregnant, there would be no guarantee he could save the baby. If he had to do surgery on me, there would be a possibility of losing the baby. So he said, "Why don't we stop one of the medications and you just stay on the oral medication?" So I said, "Okay, I'll stay on the oral medication." I stayed on the oral medication. My pregnancy went well. And so, yeah, everything went well, and I stayed on that medication. And so after giving birth, I decided, okay, now I'm going to start the weaning off process. But 6 months later, I got hit with postpartum depression. And I literally spent a beautiful Alaskan summer outside, sitting on the back swing, watching my kids play in the backyard, and scrolling Facebook on my phone. That's pretty much all I did. Now, funny thing about Facebook, it connects you with people. And Facebook connected me with a friend I knew through the Huffords, actually. And her name's Jen. And Jen kept posting about this Plexus stuff. And I ignored it for 2 months. I literally rolled my eyes every time I saw her post about it. But there was this one post that caught my attention. And it was about this mom who was tired and unmotivated. and she had found energy. And I was like, huh. Because you have to understand my mindset. I seriously thought, I had 3 babies at this time, and I thought being tired, being unmotivated, not having any desire to do anything, I just kind of thought that these were badges of motherhood that I would have to wear. I was kind of in that stage that I'll sleep when I'm dead kind of thing. This is just what I thought was being a mom until my kids got older and could take care of themselves more. But this mom, she had 3 little ones, and she had found energy and motivation, and I was like, I want that. So I contacted Jen, and I was like, okay, Jen, give me the spiel, what's this Plexus stuff? And she told me her story. So Jen had adrenal fatigue and near adrenal failure. She had been bedridden. Her husband had been basically tormented by migraines for 14 years, and this Plexus stuff was helping them. And I thought to myself, well, if Plexus can help them, it can help me. So I told her, I want to order, I want to sign up. And she wisely put me underneath Lindsay, and Lindsay was the one sitting here, she had to take off, but she wisely put me underneath Lindsay, and it's been so nice because Lindsay lives here, and she's been able to kind of walk through this health journey with me, and so it's been fun to be underneath her. So I ordered, and 3 weeks after I start the supplements, specifically the Slim, I was really interested in the Slim, because you have to remember I was already on a probiotic and all that kind of stuff. So I was specifically interested in Slim, and 3 weeks after I started it, I'll never forget the day. I turned the corner, I was holding a big basket of laundry, and I saw Thomas, and I said, I feel like cleaning again. I feel like doing laundry again. I feel like myself again. I was like, this stuff is amazing. So I was sold. I was sold on the products. I was sold on everything. However, being a very busy mom, and everybody knows starting new habits is difficult. I'm almost embarrassed to say this. I spent 1.5 years taking the products and forgetting to take the products. I would make Thomas take the products, and we'd both forget to take the products. Until finally, in January of 2016, we made a commitment. Because we were like, okay, we're either going to make a commitment to this and actually do this, actually take these products consistently, actually drink our water, and make a commitment to our health, or we're not, and this is just a waste of our time. So we did it, and we have never looked back. It's true that I felt a difference in 3 weeks, but I really had no idea how good I could feel until we got consistent on these products and actually took them the way we were supposed to and made a commitment to our health. Today, I have energy. I'm pregnant with baby number 5. I have not had to take any medication for my ulcerative colitis when I was pregnant with baby number 4 and baby number 5. I do not fear ulcerative colitis flare-up. I have focus, I have motivation. Those low energy, lack of motivation, and perpetually tired mommy badges, I don't wear them, and I'm proud of that. Thomas feels amazing too. His blood pressure is lower, his acid reflux is gone, his gut issues are tons better, and his chronic pain is under control. And I love what he says. He says, I have more good days than bad. And I love that because we're still going to have the bad days, right? We don't eat perfect food, we don't live in a perfect world, so we're going to have those bad days. But the goal here is more good days than bad. And those bad days also mean we're going through another level of healing and that our body is healing again. So Plexus has been the change we both needed. And to be honest, we didn't know how bad we needed it until we got consistent. And it's been a life changer for us. So that's my story about kind of how we got started on this. And what I want to do now is kind of tell you about Plexus. And one thing I really like to start with is, what is Plexus? How do you even answer that question? So Plexus is an all-natural, plant-based line of health and wellness products that helps regulate the body to work more efficiently. Plexus offers products that help with weight loss, detoxification, gut issues, pain management, as well as some phenomenal multivitamins that they're just amazing. Hold on, my toddler is exploring. Hi! Okay, yeah, I know, I see that. Here you go. And you can have a little bit on a plate. Elizabeth, do you want if you're good, just come get him. Or just make sure he doesn't fall. So Plexus helps you where you are right now, and it helps you get to where you need to be. So let's take a look at kind of their mindset and what they've started with here. I love this concept, this weed, seed, feed, and protect. And I often add in and water, because you have to have water. Your body needs water. I don't remember the percentage of the human body that is water, but it's 69% water. So we need water, and these are synergistically designed to work together and to work with water. So water's needed. But I love this. We're super excited also about our newly reformulated Slim, the newly reformulated X Factor, and the brand new Vital Biome. So we're going to go take a closer look at each section here: the weed, seed, feed, and protect. And our first one is weed. So ProBio 5 and BioCleanse. These are a dynamic duo. We must weed. Most of us need a lot of weeding of our gut. I did. So we're going to watch a little video that kind of explains the weedings part. There is closed captioning.
You know that feeling when something in your body is just off? Gas, bloating, immune challenges, mood swings, indigestion, weight gain. Your gut plays a big role in your overall health. In fact, 70% of the cells needed for a healthy immune system and 90% of your mood-enhancing serotonin originate in your gut. Gut flora also impacts your digestive health, your metabolism, and even your weight. Food, lifestyle choices, and the environment can harm your gut. But there is something that can help. Introducing Plexus Triplex. It's the supercharged boost your gut needs to improve your health from the inside out. Triplex works in 3 ways. It removes harmful microbes and substances, supporting your body's natural detoxification processes. It restores a healthy balance to your intestinal tract and replenishes with 2 billion beneficial microorganisms in every capsule. And it rebalances, helping your microbiome thrive while helping support healthy glucose metabolism. Triplex's breakthrough system is the key to a healthy gut and a happier life without all the gas, bloating, indigestion, and mood swings. Sounds great, right? And by the way, Triplex has also been clinically shown to promote weight loss. You won't just feel better, you'll have something to show for it. With scientifically supported ingredients and innumerable benefits, it's the smartest choice you can make for your gut, your health, and your life. Plexus Triplex. A better life begins in the gut.
Okay, you may have noticed in there that there was the Slim. And the Slim is part of the Triplex, and we'll talk about Slim in just a minute. But those two, ProBio 5 and BioCleanse, are phenomenal. And definitely needed for the weed part of our gut. We're having slight technical difficulties. Hold on. There we are. Okay, so we're going to move on to seed. Super excited about this. This is our new product, Vital Biome. It's amazing. So we're going to watch this quick video as well. Sorry, back-to-back videos here.
Want to feel healthier and happier? Then it's time for a gut check. When your gut is off balance, your health suffers, and your mood does too. In fact, 90% of your body's mood-boosting hormone, serotonin, is produced in your gut. An unhealthy gut can create stress, anxiety, and irritability, along with physical problems like GI distress, bloating, and digestive issues. Now, there's a new gut-friendly supplement that helps fix the imbalance and leaves you feeling healthier and happier. Introducing Plexus Vital Biome. Vital Biome is a revolutionary probiotic formulated to benefit your physical and mental wellness, starting in your gut. With 8 carefully selected strains of clinically studied probiotics, Vital Biome helps helps reduce GI distress, boost your immune system, boost digestion, and even improve your mood. Need more to smile about? Vital Biome is gluten-free, non-GMO, and 100% vegetarian. And Vital Biome's delayed release system helps protect 20 billion probiotics from stomach acid, so you can benefit from its